this tutorial how to leverage PowerPoint application to create a very engaged and animated presentation. Whether you are a new YouTuber and you're looking to create a video intro like the one that you saw from the beginning, or whether you are in school and you're working on a special project that requires presentation, or whether you are working in an organization and you're working to compile a presentation for your executive leaders or your stakeholders or your team, by the end of this tutorial, you will have acquired all of the right skill set to level up your game. Now, if you're new to this channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's located right here inside this video on the bottom right, but also right below this channel. I have a lot of great ideas that I have already turned into vision that will be coming up as my future contents. I welcome your participation on the comment section down below to continue to amplify the value of this channel and amplify the value of this community. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. To begin this tutorial, I have a blank PowerPoint slide deck, and I took the video title and I copied here so that I will have it handy to use when it's the right time. The first step now is really to take the picture that I will be using as a background, and I have that saved in my computer, and I will bring it here to this slide deck. This is the picture that I would like to start working with, and the next thing that I will do, I will bring it to the back. And then now I have this section here that I will apply the title and the subtitle. I'm gonna change the font to 24 and bring the title up. I will format the title as well. And the next step, I want to bring the subtitle and format it a little bit. I'm going to delete these because I no longer need it. Next up, I like to click on the design ideas and see what Microsoft PowerPoint can generate. And I will stick with this for now, but before I decide that this is the design idea that I will keep, I like to hop over to the design tab and see if I can continue to make changes to it. And this is actually the one that I was looking for to replicate my early intro. And I do want to say that not everything will be precisely the same, but conceptually speaking, you will be able to see a very similar intro video that you can replicate the skill set for your presentation. Next up here, I like to bring the video footage, which I've already have saved in my computer, and I will bring it right here to the right. This is the video footage that I will be using for this intro. I will be using this video footage for the next 2 slide deck as well. For now, the next step of this tutorial is I will be adding animations to the title and the subtitle. In this case here, I will hop over to the animations tab, and I like the fly-in one, and I'll do the same thing for the subtitle. I like the fly-in one. Make sure that the video also has animations on it, So let's double check. Go to the animations pane. So I like to make sure that the video is number 1. And here, how to leverage is number 2. And I like that to be formatted so that it plays right after the video. The video will play throughout, making sure that the timing is right. You double check that everything looks good. Perfect. So that is all I would like for this slide deck, and now we will start to apply this similar concept for the next section of this tutorial. We're moving to the next slide, and to do that I'm going to duplicate this slide here, and the first thing that I like to do, I like to get rid of the title and get rid of that, and also all of these here, I no longer need them. And also get rid of that picture, which I no longer need. And I like to make sure that I format this so that it picks up the entire background. This is the video. What I like to do next is I will hop over to the insert and I will look for picture. This time I will select online pictures, and under the search Bing I will type technology and hit enter, and I need a couple of pictures from here. I need that one, which I like to center, making sure that it is in the middle. You can always go to picture format and arrange to make sure that it is truly aligned towards the center, which it is. Next up, I need a couple of more pictures. If you notice, I also use this here as part of my video intro. And I like to bring that all the way to the far left. And I need one more picture. Which is this one here. If you remember, this is also another picture that I use on my intro video. And I will go ahead and exit from there. As far as the design ideas go, I'm all set. Next up, I like to bring my picture to the right here, which I already have saved in my computer. So the next thing that I will do is format it towards the right side, and also so that it aligns with this picture here, and making sure that the picture format should be the same size for height and width, and same thing for the other picture as well. And making sure that this one is also the same height at 4.0, 4.56, or at least roughly close. Okay, that's good. The next up is that I would like to bring this picture here to the front and format it slightly so that it's not overlapping. And the next exercise of this is to start now adding some shapes. To do that, I will hop over to the insert and This time I will move over to the right where it says shapes, click on it, and I need a circle and format it, and I like to add the word TS or T-square, making sure that that is also formatted. I do need one more shape, and this time it's going to be the triangle. Making sure that that is also formatted. No outline. So making sure that there is no outline on this one as well. And here I like the word T-square. And format it. I will go over to the shape format. In this case, I would like to click on a format pane and hit the word fill, and I like the gradient fill, and I like to do the same thing there. I'll click on a format pane and hit the gradient fill, and everything is great. I will show you on a step-by-step basis now how to embed animation and how to time phase it so that it plays all in the right sequence. The first animation that I will add is to this picture here, and I have pressed on it, and then I will hop over to the animations tab, and the first animations will be the emphasis, and I will choose pulse, and it will be on the click. And then the duration, I will set the duration for 1.25. Next up is to add the exit animation to this picture, and then I will speed up the process because technically the rest of the animations will follow the same step until I get to the formatting. For the exit, I will choose fade. Now I will be formatting these animations, and to that I will simply click on the animation pane and I will make sure that everything is formatted correctly. So except for the video, everything will be set to be after the previous one, and I will now speed up the process again. Now I will illustrate how everything has been completed for this slide deck, and then we will move over to the final section of this tutorial. Perfect. That has concluded this section. Now it's time for the final section. Now I will start to create the third slide, which is part of my whole intro video. And to do that, I will duplicate this slide. And first off, I like to format this circle shape. And to do that, I'm going to just simply press on it and then go to shape format and change the height. And then change the width to around 7. Bring it to the center. You can always arrange it and making sure that it's aligned. That looks good. And I would like to change the font size to 150 and change the font style to a different style. And next up, I like to bring this picture to the front. Now I will add additional triangles and bring that somewhere around there, and also format it. For the height, I will keep it at 5.8 and then the width at 8. And I'll bring that somewhere over there, and I now like to make sure that I replace the T-square with Next up, I like to create additional shape for the same format. And this time I like this here to be the tack tips. And I need one more, which is going to be innovation. Actually, we'll change the font size to 54. Bring that shape to the front. Also change that to 54. Next up, I like to bring that picture to the front and reformat it. Next up, I will start to apply additional animations to create that cinematography picture that you saw during the beginning of my intro video. I will now explain on a step-by-step basis the animations for this slide deck here, which will convert it into this beautiful image. And I will also explain as a bonus how you can export this entire file as a MP4, which you can export directly into your YouTube channel, or if you want to make it as part of your intro video, you can also do that. Now let's begin with applying the animations for each one of these images. The first one that I would do is this one here, the tack tips. And to do that, I will go to the animations and I will choose the dissolve. Also do another animation to that, and this time it's going to be the complementary color 2. Next up is the advanced data analytics image, and for that I like to choose brush color. Next up is the innovation, and for that one there I like to go with the pulse. Next up is going to be this picture, and this is also going to be the pulse. Next up is going to be the tack tips, and this time is going to make that disappear. And the next one is the advanced data analytics. It's also going to be the exit animation, and for that I like to switch it up to wipe. And next up is the innovation exit, which will be split. Now I will add an animation to that. I like to find a wheel, and also I'll add animation to that, which will also be a wheel. And at the very last is going to be the emphasis, and I like to choose pose. I'd like one more animation to that, the contrasting color. And the next step is to make sure that all of these are set up correctly. And for that, I would like to make sure that it's after the previous one. And I'll add that to 2 minutes. This one here will also be after the previous one. So all of these will be after the previous one. So I will speed up the process a little bit. That has concluded the animations for all of the contents within the slide deck. And I will now exit out of the animations pane. And the next up, I like to play just this current slide here to give you a visualization of the work completed. And now with that, I like to go to the slideshow and just play this current slide. Perfect. As you can see, that has replicated my intro video. The process to export this PowerPoint file as an MP4 or convert it into a video is as follows. You go to the file and then you choose export. And you can see the file format here. You want to click on this drop down and then choose MP4. And next up, you want to make sure that you have the location within your device where you would like this to be saved to. And currently, I will have it on my documents only because all of my files are typically moved to the iCloud drive. But for this purpose here, I will keep it within the document. But this gives you an idea that you should be able to select within your folder where to save it to. So for me, it will be under the documents. And then you want to give it a name. So something like that. So it's a video. So it's a video, and then just simply click export right here on the bottom right. And as you can see right here on the bottom, I'm using the Mac device. So it says that PowerPoint is converting this file name into an MP4. And that has concluded this tutorial. I hope that you have acquired the skill set that you need to game up your next presentation or your next YouTube video. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on the future contents. And please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment on the comment section down below. Thank you.